All right. Hello, everyone on Facebook. Was wanted to make this brief video on the pocket radar. It's a question that kind of comes up a lot, and people want to know how to connect it, what it is, what are the do's and don'ts of the pocket radar, and just I guess the best practices when you're using it. So I'm gonna go over that real quick here. That way, if anyone has any questions, hopefully I'm able to answer them. If not, you can send me a message. I help people all the time on here, and people frequently message me regarding pocket radar and other things. So let's get right into it. So first of all, what is a pocket radar? If you're not familiar, it's to track pitching velocities. It's a great tool if you're a parent of a pitcher, but even if not, if you help with your travel team, your baseball or softball team, it's a great tool to use. I know I use it a lot for our coaches. So in the beginning of a game, as the pitchers are warming up, I can track the velocities of the other pitchers and our pitchers as well. And if our pitchers are throwing maybe not as fast as they normally do, I'll advise the coach. Or if the pitcher from the other team is throwing crazy fast or whatever, I'll let them know, like, hey, these are more or less their velos. So it's a good tool for that. But also if you're live streaming with GameChanger, it's really a cool function to have there on your scoreboard, coming up and showing the velocities. It's just an extra element, especially if you're like me and I'm really into baseball. Seeing those velos come up on the screen it makes it more entertaining, and for me and for people that like that kind of data. So if you are interested in purchasing one of these, and you do go on the website or through Amazon or whatever, you're gonna see two different ones. You're gonna see the one that says the Ball Coach, and then you're gonna see the one that says the Smart Coach. The Ball Coach, it's a simpler version of this product. Basically, that one you're only gonna be able to track velos through the actual device itself. So if someone's pitching, you're holding this button down, the velo is gonna come up on the screen, and that's pretty much it. There's not more to it than that. Everything is gonna be on here. With the Smart Coach, which is this one that I have here, with the Smart Coach, you're able to get access to the Pocket Radar app, and also with that access to the Pocket Radar app, it'll integrate and link with your GameChanger account. So there you're going to be able to have everything linked up, and all the velos are going to be coming out in your live stream whenever you're live streaming. There's going to be a few steps on linking that, and I'll go over that more in the later on in the video. Battery life. This runs on I believe it's a double A batteries, or no, I'm sorry, it's AAA batteries. But I will say this: if you're going to use this for streaming or for any long period of time, I would not recommend using those batteries at all. This thing goes through them super quick. They won't last very long, if maybe an hour tops, and then you're gonna have to buy new batteries. So your best method here for that, this has a micro USB. So you would just get a standard power bank, take a micro USB cable, and run it to here, and this thing will run a long time on the power bank. So to me, that's the best way to go about it. I think anyone that uses it will tell you the same thing. I saw a couple questions pop up recently regarding does this get incorrect readings? Now, as far as Pocket Radar goes, it claims to be accurate between 1 and 2 miles per hour on any readings. I will say this: while I've used it, it is real accurate. The only issue would be when you are live streaming and a pitch is coming in, and let's say a batter swings the bat. Sometimes it'll pick up the bat speed swing, so you might get an incorrect reading sometimes from there. If you're using this for GameChanger, what I do in those instances is I just skip the speed altogether, and I'll go into more detail of that later. But basically, I skip the speed on that, because once you see a huge discrepancy where you're like, typically this pitcher's pitching, I don't know, 60 miles an hour, and their fastball, and then you see a speed pop up that says 70. Well, more than likely that's going to be the bat speed, and it's going to be incorrect. The other thing that it will pick up on also, as you're live streaming, is going to be the exit velo on the ball. So if the batter ends up hitting the ball and it goes, it's going to pick it up sometimes, and you'll see that there's again a huge discrepancy between the speed of the pitch and the speed of the ball velo. So in that case, also I would skip on GameChanger. Again, I'll kind of go over that a little bit later on. So yes, it does get incorrect readings sometimes with bat velos and exit velos. You will get also the catcher throwback. So whenever the catcher catches the ball and then throws it back to the pitcher, you'll see that, but it doesn't do everything automatically. That's why there's a confirm button in GameChanger, so you can confirm which velo is the right velo. Another thing to note, if you do play nearby any airports, I know there's a field that we play at often, and it has an airport nearby. Some of the I guess the equipment there from the nearby airport, it will start giving this thing really incorrect readings. You'll see numbers pop up like 110 and 78, and they're kind of all over the place. But if you are near an airport, that's just something to note. But you can actually go into the app and dial it down to a general area of where you want it to pick up readings from. So let's say you're pitching you're streaming 10U softball or 12U softball, where typically they're pitching in the 40s to mid 50s. You can put the range to be set from, let's say, 30 to 55 or whatever. So anything in that range, it will pick up. Anything outside, it's not going to get a reading at all. So that's something to note. As far as best mounting procedures, I have this mount. There's better ones, but this is one that I use at games. This simply just goes in here, clicks in here, and then this part just kind of screws onto the fence. It clamps down onto, let's say there's a bar that's running there. I'll have it clipped on. This area right here on the back, this spot right here, you don't want to have this covered by anything like the mount itself. This is the actual radar aspect. It's okay if you have this behind a fence or a net or whatever, and the fence or the net's kind of in the way, but you don't want anything really blocking it all together. Yeah, you're gonna want to put this in the direction of the pitcher from, let's say, behind a home plate. I usually like to do it a little bit of an angle, and then I'll angle it straight towards the pitcher's mound, and kind of looking in that general path. You don't want too much of an angle, but just a little bit is fine. The way I guess you can think about it is this is like almost like a flashlight. You'll see it like it just doesn't show anything obviously, but it's like a flashlight in the sense that there's the beam that's going to send out to pick up the velocity has to be in a certain range of the pitcher. This thing does go really far too. I think it can do readings over 200 feet. So even if you have a backstop that's pretty far, this is going to be able to pick it up really well. The other thing I needed to talk about was if you do want to integrate this with GameChanger, you're going to need to subscribe to the Pocket Radar Plus app. Pocket Radar Plus subscription within the app. It's $4.99 a month or $50 a year. And there's a lot of extra little things that you can do within the app, but for the GameChanger part of it, yeah, you would need to subscribe to the Pocket Radar Plus. Also, there is I believe a 30-day free trial, so you can try it out, and if you want to continue paying for it, then you can go ahead. So that concludes pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about a little bit here, but I'm going to go into another part here, talking about linking it to your GameChanger account, the email account, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty much going to cover everything for the actual hardware itself for now. All right, everyone. So I want to just go over real quickly here the linking aspect to Pocket Radar so that it's linked to your GameChanger account. All right. So obviously, you're going to download the Pocket Radar app on your device. Once you have it downloaded, you're going to go over here to your menu icon on the bottom. Click on that. Then you're going to go to here where it says Manage Connections. You're going to click on that. So here you see I already have it connected, but there's all the different options of the other apps that you can integrate it with. I know Sideline HD is a popular one, but I don't personally like it, but the GameChanger one is there. So from here I've already connected it, so you'll see that it's connected, and it gives me the option to disconnect, which I'm not going to do. But I'm going to go back from here, go back home. All right. So when you are going to start streaming on GameChanger, and you're setting up your Pocket Radar, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your Add New Session, which will be here, and it's going to give this little prompt here. You hit Continue. Okay. And you're gonna have to hold down these two buttons here. Real quick, let me take my battery. Once your battery is connected, you're gonna see this pop up. This is MPH, and then you're gonna see that little thing flashing. So to connect it, you're gonna just hold these two down. Okay, you'll see that BLE 396, and then it's gonna show here. And then you're gonna hit connect. Okay, give it a second to connect. That's my daughter. And hit start session on the bottom. All right, so right now it's gonna be in continuous mode. You'll see the CON pop up there. So it's basically, it's just always monitoring anything, any object that's being hit, or any ball that's being thrown around. You'll start seeing the data readings pop up here. All right, so once you have it connected here on Pocket Radar, you're good on that side. So the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to link it to your GameChanger account. So I'm going to go into GameChanger here. All right, so you're going to go to your home tab. So here, and then you're going to go to your account where it says the account there at the top, and click on that. All right. So from account, you're going to see this little Pocket Radar emblem here. You're going to click on that. Now, once you go through the process, it's going to give you this prompt. You should see this. If you're seeing this, you're good to go. But basically, you're going to want to make sure that you're logged into GameChanger with the same email account that you have your Pocket Radar also. That's the number one most important thing to do. They both need to have the same email account for the Pocket Radar account and for your GameChanger account. If they're both same emails, you're not going to have any major issues. So make sure that you're going to go through the little prompt here, rather you're going to go through the little process here to make sure that it's linked, which is not very hard at all, and have it also linked up through here like I showed you before. All right, so best practice, how I do it, or how I've done it, and it works the best, is I have Pocket Radar on my control device. So I use the Mevo cameras. I do the multicam. So I run all my cameras and all my stuff through here. I don't have GameChanger on here. I actually have GameChanger on my cell phone, which I use to score on the side. But I use this for my Pocket Radar and multicam. So in this case, what you would do is you would make sure that Pocket Radar is running in the background. So if you're not doing it that way, you are going to need to have a dedicated device that's logged into Pocket Radar that's continually tracking all the pitches. I'll say this just to bring it up here. I know some people use their cell phone to stream it, and they'll have Pocket Radar running on the cell phone, and that's fine. One of the only issues that you're going to have there is every time a pitch comes in, it's going to say that the speed, 56 miles per hour, it says it audibly. So you're going to want to go into your settings, and you're going to want to turn off right here where it says speed announcement. You can click that, and every time a pitch comes in, it's not going to say out the speed of the pitch. You don't want that, because if you're recording, it kind of gets annoying after a while, and it's going to be showing up on your live stream. Earlier I had mentioned the speed range. Here I have mine set to 30 to 52. Again, I do 10U softballs and 12U, so typically they're not going any higher than that. So that's just to go back to that. Anyhow, so again, once everything's linked up, you should be ready to go. So I'm going to pull up a game here, and so you can see what it should look like. All right, so I'm here on this game. I'm going to go resume scoring. Give me a second here. All right, so if you see this Pocket Radar emblem here in the corner, you're good to go. That's good. That's a good sign. That means you linked your accounts, and they're linked, and whenever the ratings come in, you should be getting them. They'll be popping up here. So like I said, in the beginning of a game when they're warming up and the pitchers are just throwing around to the catchers or whatever, you'll see these numbers just popping up, 48, whatever numbers are. It's gonna be here, right? Now when the game actually starts and you go to hit if it was, let's say the pitcher throws the ball for the first pitch, you click here, you would hit ball. All right, it's gonna pop up this little jog wheel here, right? If your Pocket Radar, everything's working right, and let's say the ball was that they threw was 54 miles an hour, it'll automatically have here 54, and here on the top where it says no reading, it'll say 54 as well. So from there, you're going to want to just hit save, and that'll save that pitch saying 54 miles an hour, and then so on and so forth. So as another pitch comes in, let's say it was a 57 mile an hour, boom, it'll pop up 57, and you would hit save. So that's how you know everything's connected and linked up together, when you have, like I said, this pocket radar icon and the speeds are showing up on the actual GameChanger app itself, and then here as well. I hope that covers everything. Again, if it doesn't cover everything, go ahead and send me a message or comment here on this video, and I'll be happy to answer anybody's questions. I help people all the time. Over the weekend I had several people shoot me messages asking about Pocket Radar and just how to get it connected, and there's a few little things that you kind of have to go over. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, shoot me a message, and then we'll try to figure out what the issue is with your Pocket Radar. All right, well, thanks for watching. All right, bye.